Hello friends, so we are today going to discuss adverb clause of degree or comparison. We are discussing a series of adverb clauses. Now this is the fourth in the series. Okay. Now the usual conjunctions used for adverb clause of comparison are as, so as, and then we have than, another conjunction than, and also the expression the. So these are the conjunctions used: as, so as, than, and than. Let us see examples, then you can easily find that out. As, we say no. We say he is, what we say is as wise or as clever. Okay, as clever as he is as clever as he is handsome. Look at this. So that is a comparison, we can see. He is clever, he is handsome. So you are saying he is as clever as he is handsome. Now try to generate as many sentences as possible. That will become very easy for you. Yes. You can say one of your students there is Krishnan. Yes. Krishnan is as hardworking as he is sturdy. Yes. Next, yes. Sheba is as what? Bright as she is beautiful. That's a good example. Yes. Another example, you can say, you think of this. Abraham Lincoln was as hardworking as he was regular. He is hardworking, also regular. Some people are very hardworking, but they will work for 2 or 3 days and then they will forget all about their hard work. It's not like that. There is perseverance, what we call it perseverance. Another sentence. You are as bright as you are as bright as you are hardworking. Or, yes, you can think about a cricketer. You can say, no? What is Sachin Tendulkar? Sachin Tendulkar is as hardworking as he is brilliant. He is as hardworking as he is brilliant. You note down these sentences or you generate your own sentences. Okay. Now let's take the next one. Is that clear to you? As. Now next one is so as. Let's see. I'll give a master sentence and then you have to generate your own sentences. Alright. We said that Tom is not so clever as his brother. So an example, his brother is, that is understood, but that we are not using here, not necessary. So Tom is not so clever as. Here it is as. He is as clever as he is, means almost the same. Both qualities he has got, and almost the same degree. That's in a degree, adverb clause of degree. The degree of their brightness, so their cleverness and their being handsome is the same. So as. In this case, what happened? Tom is not so clever as his brother. So who is better here? Only an example. Tom is not so clever. His brother is better. You see, there is comparison. There comes comparison. Here adverb clause of degree, same degree. Here it is comparison. Comparison, yes. So Tom is not so clever as his brother. Now you generate your own sentences in the class. In class situation, yes. Arjun is only example. Arjun is not so hardworking as his friend Tom. See that? Then what else now? You can see now. You have examples like not Bill Gates. You don't bring in Bill Gates here. Think about. See, I'll say, I am not so clever as my brother. I am not as clever as my brother. But that is only an example. Yes. Then you can say, my father is not so hardworking as his uncle. As his uncle is, that is understood. As his uncle. So you can, a number of names. Okay, again, let's say that Mohanlal. You cannot say like that. Yes. Sorry, no, don't bring in such people. Let us take our own example, isn't it? So you can see, the earth is not so big as Mars. The earth is not so big as Mars. Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? Or earth is not so hot as the sun. The earth is not so hot as the sun. Isn't it? Water is not so cold as ice cream. You can get any number of sentences like that. Isn't it? Torch is not so bright as the street light. Torch is not as bright as street light. I can give an example. And then comes than. Yes. Very many, he is taller than me. He is taller than I. Than I. Than I am. But this am is not used also. Than I. But today, in modern English, we say than me. That's accepted. Yes. He is taller than I. Or you can say, I got plenty of examples. No? A giraffe is taller than the elephant. Giraffe is taller than the elephant. Its neck. Yes. You can say zebra is taller than a cat. Zebra is taller than a cat. Isn't it? A cat is taller than an ant. Right? Yes. I am taller than you. Because you are only 14 years old or 12 years old. I am? Yeah, how many years old? I don't want to tell you. So that is that. So you understand. Adverb clause of, what we say? Adverb clause of degree, of comparison, and here also comparison. Understand? Very simple. And then you have got another way of expressing this. The plus comparative plus the. For example, you have a sentence like this. The older you grow, the wiser you become. Wiser you become. This is an idiomatic usage also. The older you grow, the wiser you become. Or you can say, the harder you work, the better will be your results. Isn't it? The harder you work, the better will be your results. Or you can say, the harder you work, the better will be your muscles. Right? The strength of your muscles. The harder you do workouts, the better will be your overall performance. Work out every day. Right? Is that all right? So that is how you can. Adverb clause of degree or comparison. You can see here all the 4 types of sentences you will find. He is as clever as he is handsome. Same degree. Tom is not so clever as his brother. Slightly different degree. For comparison, he is taller than I. Again comparison. The older you grow, the wiser you become. Means same situation. Isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. So you can say the louder you shout, what will happen? The louder you shout, the easier can God listen to you. The louder you shout. Only I remember there's a story. There's a grandmother and two grandchildren. And the grandchildren, the youngest one is shouting at the top of his voice, "Oh God, who will buy a bicycle for me?" Then the elder brother said, "Hey, why are you shouting at the top of your voice? Do you think that God is deaf?" Then the younger child said, "God is not deaf, but my grandmother is deaf." See, so it is for her. For her sake, I am shouting at the top of my voice. Understand? So the louder you shout, the easier it is for grandmother to listen. The easier it is for grandmother to listen. Because grandmother has the purse, she has to give by the bicycle for. You understand that? Yes. So this is adverb clause of degree or comparison. Is that clear to you? You want one more round of examples? He is as clever as he is handsome. Instead that you can say, I am as bright as I am intelligent. Yes. You are as clever as you are handsome. Tom is not so clever as his brother. You are not so clever as I am. Okay, that's an example. Or I am not so clever as you are. He is taller than I. I am taller than you. Yes. The older you grow, the wiser you become. That is about myself. I am old, so I have become wiser. Isn't it? With a lot of experience in life. Is that good? Yes. So now we have one more short, what we must say, a very short one, in the sense that a discussion on adverb clause of cause. Adverb clause of cause. Adverb clause of cause. Now that is again very common. From your younger days you are learning this. And the conjunctions used are because. One is because, the other is since. Or you can also use that. These are the three conjunctions. You know, he is late because he is lazy. Very simple. Any number of sentences you can. He is late. He is late because he is lazy. Yes. Understand that? He is late because he is lazy. So here what happens is, the adverb clause tells you the cause of what is happening in the main clause. So the cause of he is late because he is lazy. Understand? He got first prize because he worked hard. Any number of examples you can give. Isn't it? He or they, okay, they look healthy because they do exercise every day, like jumping, dancing, and all those things. Aerobics, yes. So again, any number of examples. Since, again, cause, since he confessed his sins, we forgive him. Since he confessed his sins, we forgive him. Since he confessed his sins, the reason we forgive him is the main cause. The reason for that, the cause for that is he confessed. Understand? Since he takes bath every morning, he looks fresh. He looks very fresh because every day he takes bath. Understand? Since he goes for swimming every day, his chest muscles are very sturdy. Because swimming you will do this. So what happens is your chest muscles are very sturdy. Understand? Jumpers have their calf muscles very strong. Since jumpers practice every day, their calf muscles are very strong. Yes. Understand that? Yes. So since they are doing loosening exercise, they enjoy good health. Loosening. In the morning, you get up like this, and then you do this loosening exercise. as in the morning you are stiff now, so you get up and do this. So what happens is you look fresh. Throughout the day you look very fresh. Understand? So that is these examples, and you can also that. You can use that. I am glad that you came. Here means that means because. I am glad because you came. And this that very often you can omit. So you can say, I am glad you came. I am glad you came. I am glad you got first class. I am glad you came out in flying colors. I am glad you are glad. So like that you can say. Understand? So this is an adverb clause of cause. That's very simple. Because whatever happens in the main clause, there is a cause. And that cause you use to express that cause, you can use because or since or that. And very often you omit that. Is that clear? So these are, now we are discussing adverb clauses. Remember? Now previous classes we have already discussed, and threadbare, so to say, we have discussed noun clause and also adjective clause. Now we are showing, as you can say in film language, no? Now showing, what is showing now? Now showing adverb clause. And especially today we saw adverb clause of degree and also adverb clause of cause. Alright? Is that because these are very important for your day-to-day communication now. This is a communication skill. You are developing your communication skill by learning these structures. Okay? Very good. Fine. Thank you very much for listening, and enjoy. If you enjoy these classes, then you should tell your friends to subscribe to my videos. Okay? That is fine.